We'll start. All right, let's get it. Bring us in,
it.
Buckaroo.
What's good? Welcome to another episode of the Food Community Podcast. I am Rich Homie Juan. I got my boy with me, LA Icon.
What up?
Today we got Young Tutt in the building. What's good, my boy?
What's happening?
Young Tutt, sick. Fool.
Fresh out.
How long you been out?
About a month and a couple days,
Sick ass fool.
you know?
How long were you down?
about a year, fool, 11 months in total.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
It seems to some people like, oh, that's nada, homie. I'll do that on the shit. I don't give a 11 months, 11 months. Imagine you just had a brand new baby. That baby would be turning 1 already. That's crazy. It's crazy. Let's start at the beginning. Where did you grow up and what was it like growing up there, my G?
I grew up in Oxnard, California.
Bring that mic closer to you if you could. Yep.
I grew up in Oxnard, California. It's a couple miles from here, like 50 miles from here, I would say.
I'm familiar.
Okay. Growing up there, it's pretty wild. I mean, it's just like, it's a bunch of neighborhoods and shit, you know? So, really that's just kind of just what it is. It's just, it gets crazy sometimes, you know? Just like anywhere, though.
A lot of people associate the Ventura County with, like, you know, the beach and it's nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, as some of us know better,
Yeah.
it's highly activated out there.
Yeah, that's just Port Hueneme. Like, past the south is Port Hueneme, and that's where the beach is at. But, yeah, I mean, it's pretty active over there, to be honest. Like, everybody, like, give everybody their respect, you know?
When you were growing up right there, did you get into a lot of trouble?
Yeah, since a kid, bro. I've been running amok since a little kid. Yeah, like, people that know me, they'll be like, yeah, like, prison was bound to happen, you know? It's just when it was going to happen.
How old are you?
25. I just turned 25.
Oh, yeah, you're a young man. That's right.
Yeah.
So if you could, without burning the spot, what's like something, what kind of trouble did you get into as a kid?
Stupid shit. In my first case, as a juvenile, it was a 211 strong arm robbery.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't really that. It was just what it looked like. Yeah, I got into a fight with some kid. The homie was trying to get off the bike. And it's in front of the school, so the homie's pulling on the bike, and I'm punching him. It looks like we're robbing the kid. And they ended up charging me with 211 strong arm robbery. So that was what it was. And we were in a group of like 3 or 4.
How many months did you get for that?
Fuck, I was like 12 years old, fool. I took a juvenile strike for that shit.
Damn.
But I did like 9 months.
In camp?
In juvenile hall.
Damn,
we don't have
even
camp
worse.
right there. It's just juvenile hall.
Oh,
right
that
Yeah.
sucks, fool.
Yeah, fool. I was
And
a little boy.
Every day of that shit, too.
Yeah. It was only 9 months, but I mean, at 12 years old, it's like, dog, like. So, and then I was always suspended and shit, too, like from school and shit. So I missed out on a lot of cool shit.
Is it safe to
As a
say
kid.
juvenile turned you out, made you even worse?
Nah. I wasn't always in juvenile hall. Like, when I would go for a little bit.
No, but I'm saying when you did go that first time, would you say it made you worse or you were still the same kid? Definitely not, fool.
Nah. I was the same kid.
Nah.
I was just a kid. You know, I was just growing up, just seeing things, you know, like trying to hang around. I was hanging around with older kids, like older people than me, you know? So, like, I was kind of laced up in a way, but I would still do things as a kid. You know what I mean? So, that was that.
Laced up is a very particular term that you acquire doing time.
Yeah. Yeah. You just hang around the right people. You listen to what they got to say.
Absolutely.
You just soak in game, you know?
Yep. And so what? Did you want to rap? Did you want to be a funny guy? Like, what did you do when you were growing up? Like, what's the case with you? What's good?
Honestly, I never got into rap. I made a couple tracks with the homies, you know, just
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But nah, like that stupid video, the one that went viral, it just happened, fool.
With Feeder.
Yeah, with the homie Feeder, that's the boy, fool. Fuck, gotta get my whole neck blasted. Shout out my boy.
Has he got his whole neck blasted yet?
He hasn't, fool, but we're working on it, dog. We're looking for the right artist.
That's right.
You got your whole neck blasted.
I got this in the pen.
He's like, I was just chilling, fool. That was easy
I
peasy.
finished my arm, my neck, and my chest right there in the pen. So that was cool.
Hey, talk to me about being in the pen. I know you were in there with Suede.
Before we get there, what did you do to go to jail? To prison, rather.
To be honest,
If you could say allegedly.
yeah, allegedly, I was in possession of a gun, and I was on probation. And I really wasn't, because when I have a co-defendant, he went all the way. And when they went to prelim or whatever, and they showed all the evidence and DNA type shit. Before they could even get there, I took a plea. I was like, fuck that, you know, I'm going to take the rap. So that was what it was. It had nothing to do with me, but I took the rap, you know, 'cause it's my homie. Still homies, so it is what it is.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So
And how much they give you? 16 and a half?
16 with half plus 8 with half.
Huh?
Yeah, plus 8 with half.
What? Oh, so.
'Cause, they maxed out my probation plus my new charge. So
So how did they run? They ran that concurrent,
consecutive.
consecutive,
They
consecutive.
fucked me. Yeah, I just took it. I just asked. I was like, you know what? Whatever you guys gonna offer, I'll take it. I'll sign. I was down like a month and a half when I was just like, hey, I'll sign that. Once I got my discovery, I seen nobody told, and I was like, you know what? It'd be the best thing for me and my boy. You know, so shout out my boy.
Oh, it was you? You should have let this fool ride, G. No, I'm just kidding, Dick. Nah, so damn. So how long did you do actually?
11 months in total. Yeah.
Off of because it was 8 months with half.
Yeah, 8 with half. So.
Oh, I
8
thought you
plus
took
4 is 12.
8 years with half. I was like, damn.
Hell nah, not for a gun.
Nah, so they gave you 24 months with half essentially. Nah, essentially.
Yeah, but you do the halftime, and if you fucking go, some fools get lucky and they get the percentages and shit. But since my points were so high, right, I ended up in Solano, and that prison's all GP, but I had level 3 points. But I was part of the youth offenders program, so they bumped me down to a level 2 dorm living, and that's why I paroled from there. But if I would have got my points weren't so high, I had 45 points. If I didn't have so high points, I would have got overrode, obviously, because of my age, and then I would have been able to get my 33 from there. But since my points were so high, I didn't qualify for that. So
That's cool.
yeah, I mean, I was still coming home. I would have came home like 3-4 months earlier. I would have never got the consecutive term. So
I feel it. So then, so you were in prison, and you bumped into a famous rapper.
yeah, the homie Suede.
And how'd that go?
It was cool, fool. Like first he came in, and you know, like he's a homie at the end of the day, you know.
You
So,
fools were in the same dorm.
yeah, same dorm. He was my neighbor, and then became my bunkie. Yeah, I
No
got him
cap.
from my bunkie.
For real?
Yeah, that's the homie, fool. Rest in peace. But yeah, like he's a homie at the end of the day. So with that, like I wasn't like all up on his dick, you know. You know what I mean? Like not like to sound like an asshole, you know, but like
You were just chilling.
yeah, like I was like, what's up, homie? And then he had brought it up to me. He's like, hey, you're that fool from that video, huh? And we started laughing, and that's how we just grew a bond, you know. It was just like, and then he would like sing some of his shit, like not unreleased shit, but just like low key shit. Like, damn, that's what's up, fool. But yeah, that's the homie, fool. Rest in peace.
Tell me some fun stories about you and Suede right there in the dormitory.
Shit. Fuck, there's some funny times. That fool was like,
Run through them shit.
He's like, let's work out. He's like, let's work out, fool. I was like, all right, you know, let's work out. So me, him, the homie Stretch from Orange County. That fool was like, he was a youngster too, and he was just like, hey, let's bust down, right? I was like, for sure. So we start working out. We're doing like 20 pump, whatever. Trying to get to 1,000 though, you know, that's the
Sick
goal.
ass fools.
Yeah. And Suede's, he's pretty skinny. He's a skinny fool, you know, but he's like pretty cut up. So we start working out, and we're like 7, 8 sets in, 3, 5, 7s, right?
Yeah.
So we're doing those, and this was just gassed out, and he's like, yeah, fool, I'm done. I'm gonna take a shower. I was like, fool, like you can't just, you know, we've been waiting all day to get this spot because different people work out like
Yes,
different areas
I
sometimes,
understand.
and we're on the top, and yeah, that fool just like, I didn't break him off. I don't say I broke him off, but he just didn't want to break a sweat. You know, he just wanted to fucking go out and program. It was early in the morning, but you know, that was pretty funny. Another time, that fool, he wasn't like allergic to fish, but he just didn't like fish. But when he came in, he didn't have nothing, right? So, and I had just you go to the store one time in Wasco, once a month, and it's like 120, like 120, yeah. And that fool didn't have shit, and fucking he had came in, and I bought like fish. I eat like more healthy shit.
Yeah.
Not because I got it like that, just because like, you know, fucking.
That's just what you do.
Yeah.
I get it.
So I had like
my boy's
fish.
getting tuna and sardines and mackerel, whatever.
So I put all that in the spread, right, with like chips, you know, and I wake this fool up. Like, this is when he wasn't my bunkie. He was upstairs still. And I go up there, I was like, hey, fool, you hungry? He's like, yeah. So we start eating it. He's like, fool, this had fish in it, huh? And I was like, yeah. And he's just like, fuck with fish. And that I don't think he got like an allergic reaction, but he just got like he got like Oscar. Like he was just like, this made me sick. And I was like, you ungrateful. You know? You know what I mean? Like, I've been making this shit all night, fool. You know, you have to wait sometimes in the nighttime when you're gonna spread, because not to sound like a dick, but like there's a lot of foods, you know, that you know want to come take, you know, never want to give. So, yeah, and I with them. So Went to go get that fool some food.
Oh, that's cool. Shit.
Oh yeah, and then when that fool hit, when he went to tienda, that fool was just blessing everybody, you know, real humble fool. But yeah, rest in peace to homie.
How'd you react to when you heard of his passing?
Fool, we had just came back from yard. I was in Solano, and actually one of the Norte homies, fool, that fool was just like, hey, so-and-so passed away. And I was like, what? And then he's like, yeah, so-and-so just passed away. I was like, that's crazy. You know, so we have things in there, you know, so I get on, and I'm just like, what the fuck? I was like, damn, fool really passed away. And it was real, because, like, on those tablets, right, we have in there, there's, like, different news podcasts. And when, I forget what it was, but it was something like East Bay Times or something like that. They had put it like LA rapper MoneySignSuede killed in state prison, California state prison. I was like, damn, it's real. You know, so that was pretty up, but you know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How did the rest of the dorm take it?
Not a lot of people knew him, fool, to be honest. Like, they knew of him, you know? Like, a lot of homies knew of him. But it wasn't, like, I was his bunkie, fool, you know? So
It's
like,
way different.
yeah, like, you grow that bond, even if it's just for a little bit of time, you know? It's like, fool, like,
Well, you're living together hours, days.
yeah, all day. We would just be kicking it together, fool. I remember that fool said he hooped, right? We go to yard, and it's rain or shine, you got to go to yard.
I thought you meant hoop something.
So he's like, oh, I hoop, right? And I play basketball. I'm an athlete, you know. I play a lot of sports.
Yeah.
I know how to play a lot of sports. So I'm just like, okay, you know. So we go to yard. It's raining, and the homies like, we spread up teams, right? 5-on-5. We played against a couple of the paisas, and we're playing, and this fool's like, yeah, I could play, fool. This fool picks up the ball, starts running with it like it's a football, not even dribbling. I was like, and then he shoots, fool. He shoots a crazy ass shot, and that shit in, fool. I was like, damn, it was a fool. But yeah, that was funny. That was the first day we went to yard together. It was raining, fool. So that was a funny memory, for sure.
Did Suede ever talk to you about any problems he was going through while he was in there?
Nah, bro. Nah.
So how was it finding parking? Because you were down there for a minute, my G.
We parked all the way down there. Parked a little far down, like a couple blocks down. So, because I thought that's where it was, and then I was like, I look on the map, and I was like, a couple blocks up. So we threw a couple slaps up, you know,
Haha.
little stickers and shit. But
That's cool.
yeah, fool. Good little putt. Hell yeah.
So tell me about that video. Tell me everything about that video, because I haven't even seen that shit. No, I'm just kidding.
I was like, what? Nah. The video, fool. It's all true, real life events. It all really happened. We weren't trying to go for the video like to blow up, right? But it did. It did what it did. I never copywrote it, so I don't even get paid for it. I could have got paid for it, fool.
Okay, yeah.
You know, but it is what it is, fool. I've done a couple little skits too, dog. Like, I did this, like, we were getting arrested, me and a couple of the homies, and I started recording the cop, and it was a midget cop. This fool's all searching me and shit. And I was like, and then he starts like manhandling the homie, and I was like, he's naturally buff, fool. He's naturally buff. And another fool page and like cropped it out, and yeah, those fools. And it's pretty funny, fool. But it was a real life event, you know. We were really thugging out there when the Hoodas pulled up on us. So it's pretty funny. But yeah, that was pretty funny, fool.
So the naturally buff comes from this fool?
Yeah,
Yep,
and
he started it.
yeah, and the take off the badge, perro. That was me too. That's me, fool. That's crazy, huh? Just
Explain that one.
the cop was like pressing up on the homie, and I was like, "Fool, take off your badge," you know? Like, no, who does it really gonna
That's
do it,
you
know?
too?
That's me. I was like, take off. It's
Oh,
video.
shit.
in the same video, fool. It was in the same video, fool. OPD. Straight up. Those fools pulled up into private property, fool. We were chilling in these apartments called the Miraloma apartments. We used to always chill right there. And pulled up on us deep, fool. It's like, we partied all night, fool. We hit a couple momos, like, we were on a sick one, fool, me and all the homies, fool. And fucking, all our right, they were in the car sleeping, fool. But it's a long night, you know, it's one of those nights. So we're just out, and it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. We waited for 7-Eleven across the street to open up so we could buy alcohol. Come back with a pack, we're chilling. And all these just swarmed us from all sides. I was like, damn, they ain't nowhere to go. No lights, no nothing, fool. Just, I was like, damn, they ain't nowhere to go. So just, they're hemming up the homie, and I'm right here in the car recording. I'm just like, these fools are gonna get me out the car. And they're sure enough, they're like, Barraza, get out the car. I was like, You know, so that was a fun time. No one went to jail actually that night or that morning. It was a long night, but early morning. No one went to jail.
Take off the badge, perro.
Yeah, I told that fool take off the badge. That fool probably would have me up. Yeah, that's funny.
What about the real viral one? The one about the stove and the pedal?
Yeah, like I said, it's real fool. I never got the stove back, fool, or the dog. You know.
What was your dog's name again?
Boner. Yeah, fool. Yeah, fool. Boner, fool. Free boner, fool. You know what I mean, fool? But the stove's gone, fool.
Hey, why'd your not leave you?
Fool, I was doing the most, fool, to be honest. That was 2018.
What were you gonna say? You're on a sick one?
I was on a sick one, fool, with the homies, fool, just out. Fool, that day, trip out, fool. I'll tell you the whole day. So the homie graduated, right? The homie graduated high school.
Congratulations.
Right? So we're out just mobbing around, and we pull up to the Collection. I don't know if you know about that place. It's an open indoor mall.
That's dope.
So it's in River Park, in Oxnard. Mm-hmm. We're like driving around. We see some hoes walking out of Victoria's Secret. So we pull up on them, and the homies talking to them. All the homies rapping to them, and one of these fucking little ugly no one's talking to pulls out her phone, starts recording. And I can see her talking, but I'm just like, what's this bitch saying? I get a call. Boom, 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 boom. Motherfucker, you're out cheating, this and that. All the homies start getting their phones blown up too. This little bitch trying to be friends with our exes is telling her like, hey, come get your mans, you know? Like these fools are right here trying to talk to us right here. And I'm just like, so I skirt out. We go pick up, we worked at Krispy Kreme together, me and the homie. So we go pick up our checks, you know, and then we start around throwing little M80s outside the car. We pull out, fool. And I had a new Lexus. I make a left, dog. My shit fishtails. Who that lights me up? And from there, it just went all bad. All bad, dog.
Sick asshole.
Yeah, that was that. And then a couple weeks later, I had no car. A week later, I had no car. And then we were just having parties every day. She got up, left. I was like, you know. And then we're just partying, fool, bitches, fool, every night. I was 19, 19 years old, fool, my own little apartment, no car at the time, you know, because it was crashed. But yeah, we just party, fool. And one night the homie put out the phone like, hey, fool, like we were listening to like beats, right? Because the homies rapped, and he was like, put a sad beat. So I started just talking, fool, and it was on beat, and it was funny, and the homie posted it. I guess the wrong or the right person reposted it and made it theirs on Facebook, and then boom,
Gone.
It just up. I never did anything with it neither, to be honest, because I mean, I don't want to seem like a little clout chaser, you know. Some fools blow up off of one thing and then they.
That's that.
Yeah, you know, not to each his own though, but that's just me, you know. I made a couple other funny videos, but nothing to like try to really promote it. And people say I'm dumb or like, oh, you didn't like follow through with it, but that's just me, you know.
So you're not trying to be an influencer of any type?
I would, for sure I would, but like I kind of want to leave in the past, that video, you know, because like fuck, me and her ain't together, you know. I don't like to like talk about it. I don't want to sound like because I don't want to sound like an asshole like dissing her, you know, because we ain't together.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So
What happened with the stove? How'd you take the stove though?
she took the food. Hey, look, so we're a sheriff comes to the house and he knocks. He's like, because we're both on a lease. He knocks and he's like, hey man, we got two options. He's like, you can leave and take whatever you want. He's like, or option 2, you stay and she takes whatever she wants. He's like, I would go to option 2 because she already got a U-Haul out there. I'm just like, all right, she can't be that petty, right? Take everything. I was wrong. Took everything, food. Not even a fork or a spoon left. Not even a towel. I was just like, damn, this is real.
And she took the stove.
Took the stove, fool.
And the dog.
And the dog. She already had took the dog. The dog left a couple nights before. But I thought, like, it was my dog. I paid for him. So, like, why wouldn't I be able to keep the dog? The cop was like, oh, you can go to small claims. And I was just like, damn, I ain't trying to do all that.
So she took everything.
Everything.
Sofas, bed.
Everything.
Sick ass.
Everything, fool. Yep.
Did you cry?
Nah, I didn't
Were you
cry.
sad? Were you all without him for a bit?
I was sad. I was just drunk when I made the video, so I look extra sad. But I'm more turned than sad, you know, because it was just that was like a 10-day bender. Fool, I was just up, just chilling, just drinking too, because I didn't down. So yeah, that was that.
She even took the stove.
Yeah, fool, that video, fool, like, it's crazy, like, cause like some hyenas, like, they feel bad, you know. They be like, like he's so cute, like so sad, you know, the situation's sad, you know, like, and all they have to offer is like.
See?
So, fool, you know how I can't even, not even to sound cocky, feel like I tell the homies sometimes, like, I'm over, like these, you know, like, it's not even fun anymore, you know? Like, dog. Like, I've been with, it's not even fun in my city no more. And if I haven't been with them, the homies been with them, so it's like, you know, they all been flipped, dog, twice.
Savage ass.
Up, you know?
Hey, once you seen all the pages we posted, what was your reaction?
It was everyone was just like, oh, the homie from Oxnard, you know, like Foods from Oxnard would be like, food made it on Foods Gone Wild, this food made it on this, this food made it on that. Back then it was like Modelo Hour, like Corona Hour, all those ones were like pop.
Come outside, fool.
Come outside.
Pass the pookie.
Yeah, there was a bunch, fool, and I would sometimes fools they would repost me and not even tag me, so I'd be kind of butthurt. You know, I'd be like, you know, you fools are dicks, you know, like.
Got 1 million views right here, no clout.
Yeah, it's like it's kind of up, but I mean, it is what it is. This is my first podcast, actually.
It's an honor.
Yeah, you know.
You're on the
Appreciate
perfect
you guys for
one.
tapping in, dog. You know, I tapped in like more recent, but yeah, you fools hit me up when I got out and shit, but I had to get situated, you know.
Of course.
So, but now I'm free, fool, and this is where it is. We're going up from here.
What's the master plan for you?
With life.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, I'm just trying to be in my bag right now, bro. To be honest, just work, and get back on my feet. You know, I'm good right now, but just, you know, it's not bad to do better. You know.
Absolutely.
That's right.
So I got a couple on the roster right now too. So you know, so that's cool. But yeah, like me and the homies, you trying to start merch and shit. Couple
That's
of the homies,
dope.
we got a couple cool designs and shit. I'm into like just different shit, you know, like streetwear. You know, I fuck with a lot of the homies like that do shit in my city, dudes from like from all over, you know. So it's just whoever like taps in, you know. I'm not the type to tap in with anybody. If they want to tap in with me, they can tap in with me, you know. But I
feel
ain't
it.
gonna be like, hey, like, let me rock your shit, you know, like, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, we're gonna start some merch, me and the homies, and see where that goes, you know, because a lot of people ask, they be like, oh, like, what's up with this? What's up with that? Do this, do that, and sometimes it's a little hard sometimes, fool, you know, to like get the right connection with certain people to do this. So, but that's the plan with that, and then hopefully that shit goes up, you know, and if it doesn't, it doesn't, you know. Do something else. Start something else.
When you pulled up, we were talking a little bit off of camera, and you had mentioned someone passing that was big in the merch game, Spontos.
Yeah. The dude, the born and raised. Yeah, I seen that. I was on my way, and I was just like, "Hey, fool, this fool passed away." I was like, "Damn, that's
Crazy, right?
hell yeah." I don't know. I don't know anything about what happened or what, but
Us either,
yeah, it's
or
fucking.
at least me either.
Yeah, I had looked it up, and I was just like, "Oh shit," because you know people talk shit on some of the pages.
Absolutely.
And I was reading the pages, and I was like, "Damn, that's you know." So I looked into it, Googled it, and nothing came up. But it's sad. Rest in peace for sure.
Absolutely.
That's just
Yeah.
When
So-
you were locked up, did anybody else recognize you?
bro. Hell yeah, a lot of people show love, bro.
Ah.
A lot of homies show love, dog. Like, and if some fools didn't, like even other races too, fool. Like, you know, like a lot of brothers, right? Like they're not on the food pages and shit, you know. So like I had talked to this dude. He was from San Diego. He was a blood, and I'm talking to his homie, and he was a homie. They just like live next to each other, and we're talking. He's like, hey, that from that video. So this who's like, he's like, what video? So he has his people looking up on the phone. He's like, oh yeah, that nigga, this, and I was just like, yeah, bro, that's me. But yeah, like a lot, fool. Hey, trip out, dog. My first day in Wasco, there was this cop. His name's Linares, right? It's CO. It's like 3 a.m. I can't even sleep. You know, we were in the what is it, R&R, right? When they receive you. There all day. We were the last bus to get there. In Ventura County, we didn't send a lot of people. There's LA County, there's Imperial, San Bernardino,
Yep,
there's
yep.
Orange County. You know, they'll bring buses. We came in a van 5 deep. You know, so we're just waiting all day. They ended up housing us, and I'm chilling, fool. But that cop looked at me and he just like laughed. I'm just like, what the fuck, you know? So I go into my cell, clean it up a little bit, you know, it's a little dirty. So I'm just up cleaning it, because we had to be there for 14 days. It's quarantine.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh, yeah, no shit.
Yeah, so I had to clean it up, clean up the pad real quick. And I was just tripping out like all the tags and shit you see in there, like just different graffiti, you know, different foods. Like,
Yeah,
like fuck.
everyone that's ran through there.
Yeah,
they
I
got
seen a homie
tag.
from my area actually, homie Sneaky. That fool shit was right there. I was like, oh shit, the fool's in the cell, you know. So, so yeah, so I finally getting ready to go to sleep. It's about 3:00. This fool knocks on my thing with his light because they check to see if anybody's like hung themselves or anything like that. He knocks and he's like, hey, did you ever get your perro back? Hey, fool, I looked at my bunkie, right? And I was just like, hey, fool, trip the out, dog. That's crazy. And he was just like, and then throughout, like, within those 14 days, other people were getting, like, placed into our section, right? And it's top tier, bottom tier program. But it's really not a program. It's just you come out to get your food, you get your hour call once a week. So, but during that time, like, you do things for certain, like, people, they ask you to do something for them. You go to the door, get their shit, do things for them. And a couple fools are like, hey, that fool from that video, that fool from that video, hey, fool, you're from that fool from that video, all this shit. I'm just like, damn, like, a lot of fools recognize me, you know? And it's like, it's pretty funny, you know? Because it's like, I don't like to think about it, but it's like, damn, like, I thought, like, what could I have done with that video? You know what I mean? When you really sit down and think, it's like, but, and then later on, and this was, I was still in Wasco, but I heard got housed. I was in C. I was working out and I get shined, right? That's not a good thing.
Yeah, of
You know, 'cause
course
they're calling you to the podium.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like maybe there was a woman in the dorm and like they wanted us to put our clothes on, and so I walk up there with the homie, my shadow, and I was with Suede actually. I walked up with Suede, fool. And we go to the podium and he's just like, hey, he recognizes both. The hood I recognizes both. He's like, hey, you're a rapper, huh? And that fool's just like, and I was just like, and he's like, oh, you're that fool from that video. He's like, look. So he shows the other CO. He shows him the phone. He's like, hey, this is that fool. And then he starts talking like a fool. He's like, yeah, fool, I grew up on this shit. He's a little younger than us. He was like 23, 24. And I was just like, damn, fool, that's crazy. So, I mean, they're normal people, you know?
Of course.
So I was just like, that's hilarious, fool. Like, and then I was telling the homie right there, I was just like, yeah, fool, that fool just called me up there because he wanted to know what the fuck he called us up there for. So I was just like, yeah, he's just like that's crazy. But yeah, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny.
They're abusing you in there with your fame.
Nah, at all, nah. I got a lot of love though. Like when I got housed at Solano, like a lot of homies recognized me, you know, like, and you don't have much when you get there, you know, like, cause from reception there ain't shit, you know, you can't get a package, you can't get nothing. So when I got there, like homie gave me shoes, like everything, you know, like as a homie
That's
should,
love.
you know. But never went hungry, none of that, bro. Like just
That's
you know,
love.
a lot of people looked out, the homies looked out, homies out here, and then a lot of homies in there. Yeah, but like we talk about bitches again though, right? Like no bitch looked out, fool. Like you talk about all the bitches you have, fool, no bitch looked out. I never asked for nothing either, you know, but still, I was just like, damn, like I really don't got hoes like that, because fools are talking about they got bitches. I'm just like, and then bitch be sending cash apps or like JPays and shit.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, nah.
Yeah.
I really don't have. Fool, that's when I really realized I don't really have bitches. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is. When I got out, fool, they're on the dick again. So, you know, they only love you when you're out, fool. When you're down, they're with you.
That's just loud as
Yeah, that fool was knocking out there. He got a kicker on his bike.
You're down to shut that window, fool?
Hey, did you have to run any fades in there?
Running fades. Now we can't fight in there, bro. Yeah, it's I mean, if it's that serious, you know, handle your business, you know, but
Don't even say.
yeah, you know, but
I'm like, don't even
yeah,
say.
yes, but yeah, like did a couple boo bops, you know, right there, a couple foods that, you know, but nothing like that, like nothing serious.
Nah, I totally feel it. So what? You're not gonna take this influencer shit seriously? You're not gonna try to make?
You should, fool. I feel like you'd cash out, fool. Especially in
Think
the the space we have, like the community. Feel me? Like our space. Feel me? Like our culture. You'd blow up, fool.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me like, oh, you should rap, but I feel like there's too many rappers, fool. Like, no
Nah,
offense
fool,
to the rappers, but like, you know what I mean? A lot, in my city,
Hey,
there's a
try
lot of
it.
rappers, fool. But
You
it's
and
like,
Feeder.
it's kind of like a wave. The homie Feeder, that's the boy, fool.
Hey, a lot of people wanna update on that, fool.
That fool's
For
doing.
anybody watching who don't know Feeder is, that's the fool who said he was gonna get his neck blasted.
Yeah, now I'm gonna bring that fool next time, dog. If there's a next time, he come by himself. Drop that fool off.
Hey, now that fool was a real boxer though, huh?
Hell yeah, he's a pro boxer, fool.
That's pretty
That's
crazy.
the homie, yeah, fool. I've known that fool forever, fool. Our dads are from the same hood and shit. I've known him forever, fool, so
Sick.
hell yeah.
So what? You still be posted up like at 3 in the morning, all sick or what?
I'm not giving a.
I don't do that no more, fool. I mean, here and there, like if I'm with the right homies, you know, if it's one of those long nights, I'll stay out, but yeah, it's not a good look, you know. It's only bad if you do that, fool. You can only do that for so long. And I'm still young, but it's not a good look at all, you know.
You got your viral moments out of it. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just fool. That shit, it doesn't get tiring. It's just like, I feel like they don't either, you know. If you have a out all night, that bitch probably wants to go home, you know. She don't wanna be out all night, like, you know.
Probably not.
Yeah, driving her car. Hell yeah, fool.
Can we go home?
Let me see what she said.
Let's chill. He said, let me see what she said. I like it. Are you almost done?
She said, let me know when you're done with the podcast.
That podcast. So, yeah, what the else?
Fool. Nothing much. I mean, it's just, I mean, honestly, it's going to happen, you know? Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. Well, it could happen right now. It could say some funny shit and it could be like, boom.
Oh, you did. Don't worry about that, buckaroo.
You know, so, yeah, I mean, it's just whatever happens, fool.
I ain't mad at it.
Is anybody in the 805 that you fuck with? Like artists or like just people in general out there doing the thing right now?
Not really, fool. Yeah, not really, fool, you know? Like, they know us, though. They know us, though. You know, but that's just what it is. You know, I can't really say much, but yeah, fool.
Sick. Give me your top 5 favorite Latin rappers right now in California.
Alive or dead?
Alive.
Alive, okay. Top in order?
No.
Nah, just throw them out there.
Jeezy. Peso's hard. Who else, dog? That fool Lefty Gunplay. That fool got some hard shit. Chino the P. That fool got some sick shit.
You just bumped into that fool
Yeah,
right now,
Chino.
right?
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes, sir. And then 5th, let me see. Young Dopey. Young Dopey got some shit for Young Dopey.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
From Inglewood, right?
From Inglewood, yes, sir.
That's right.
That's a solid list.
That's a pretty good list.
Yeah, the foods are pretty hard. I mean, there's other foods, you know, but I would say those foods, you know.
That's pretty dope.
Hell yeah.
No rappers out of the 805?
Nah. I don't listen to any music in 805, fool. Yeah.
You that boy?
Nah, that fool just had a concert in Ventura, but nah. It's just not my style, you know?
Yeah, no, I feel it.
It's just not my style.
What about the new foods like TroubleKidd or something like that?
I don't even know who that is. Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
That's beef for sure. Those ones definitely got beef for sure.
I could show you there ain't no beef.
Damn.
No hate to them. You know, it's cool. It's cool. They got their own little thing, but it ain't it's not what it is.
What else you got popping?
Shit. I've already made hat pins actually. Little hat pins right here.
Where is it? I don't see it. The little alien dude?
Yeah, it's the blind character actually.
Ah.
Yeah, and I just put my little graffiti name and put them in a little hat. So those shit sold out. I won them in a little contest, and then I got 100, four different colorways, 25 each.
That's dope.
I sold them for $25. I made 2,500 in like a week. I was shipping shit out to Canada and all over. People were like, I'll buy the whole pack, the 4 different ones, $100.
That's dope.
Oh yeah, I was like, boom, 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 boom. That was cool. So I know shit's gonna sell. It's just with the case, or like the case I went down for, that's how they gave us like a gang enhancement. So they have us down as a gang. So it's just like we gotta like try to promote it more in a different way, like to where it's not like promoting gang violence or shit like that. Even though it's just this stupid character, they be petty. So it's not worth it sometimes.
Nah,
You
I
gotta
feel it.
come up with different ideas, you know, different shit. But yeah, like this little pen, one of these little pens is part of like the evidence in the case.
Mm-hmm.
That was their argument. I was like, damn, that's crazy. Like some petty shit. But
And so they used it as evidence. It was.
yeah,
It was.
yeah, it was used as evidence. Yeah. Yep, bro.
Back to the drawing board, brother.
Yeah, I mean, we got some shit though lined up. It's just like trying to tap in with the right people, you know, for the right price, because you know,
No, yeah, of
fuck with
course.
bullshit. And a lot of people say they're business and then they're not, and it's just like you just like left at like. So, but yeah, fool.
I feel it.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything you want to leave the people with before we clock out?
Just stay tuned, you know, tap in with me. Stay tuned. There's always funny shit happening on my stories and shit. Just random funny shit. It might not be me, but it might be one of the homies, you know, just doing some dumb shit. You know, or you might find your girlfriend on my shit. You know, but yeah, that's that's just what it could be.
Sick asshole. Damn. This was a good one. Well, there you have it. We got Rich Homie Juan right here on the board. LA Icon. What's your Instagram? For those.
At Young Tutt. YUNG_TUTT.
There you have it. Follow
Yes,
the homie
sir.
Young Tutt. You know what I'm saying? This has been another episode of the Food Community Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. You know what it is.
Sir, with it. Keep it zombie though.
These